You take that and you thank God for that trouble that you're going through. You thank God that you don't have the money to pay that bill that day. And you stay humble and you fight and you work hard, because if you make it good, God will make it great. It's a driving force.
Mind on my money, money on my mind. 4 flat to the cash like I'm clocking the time. Double team with my wife, she my partner in crime. All the people switched on me, had to charge him a fine. I'm just like a machine, ain't no stopping the grind. Almost had a deal, but I had to decline, cause I ain't selling my soul.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy J Wood the Spitter. I got a real special one. Got a special guest here today. I got my brother, Frank Elam, aka Ben Frank.
Me.
He got a real heartfelt story for y'all. Just keep watching, man. We about to spit this raw truth for real. Let's get right into it, man. Let's skip all this, man. Get right into it, man. So you say you from Boston, right? Tell me about your childhood in Boston, man.
I feel like I seen a lot more than I should have.
Right?
You know? Man, shit, it was
What part of Boston?
Roxbury, man. We was like, man, right outside the PJs, man. It was just, man, the lower income portion, man. You know, It was definitely on a poverty level, man. And
what
parents did what they could.
Right. What grade was you in when you left Boston?
I left Boston. I was second grade. I was in transition in the second grade. Left out earlier the first grade year.
So you feel like you remember a lot of that time, or you feel like it comes back to you at times?
It comes back. That's a good way to put it. It comes back a lot more. You'd be surprised at what you remember at such a young age, and what parts of that childhood really impacted your life. So everybody takes a little bit different from their childhood.
Right. And of course, you had your older sister. How was y'all's dynamic?
Man, best friends, man.
Y'all's been super close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What made y'all move from Boston to Mississippi, of all places?
My father, he originated out of Starkville, Mississippi.
Right.
And we came back down here on a move to basically just visit his family. And we had no intentions on staying, as far as I know. I was younger, but man, we ended up in fucking Starkville. And
we visited, and then we ended up, my father decided to just buy a house here.
Okay. You moved from Boston to Uport, Mississippi. What was that like, going from the city to basically the country, man? Just
like you moved to another country.
Right.
Definitely a transition.
Tell me about your experience going to school in Mississippi.
Going to school in Mississippi we was rated such a great school, man, such a prestigious school for such a small county. It was only 2A. And
shout out to Uport High.
One of the best schools in Mississippi in 2A. It was challenging for individuals who was not native to Uport or...
Okay, let me ask this. Do you feel like you was accepted here?
I feel like, as someone coming from somewhere else, man, no ties to the city, they have shown me most outstanding respect and love and welcome me in with open arms.
Okay. Did you play any sports?
Yes, I played football.
That's all the sports you played was football?
That is the only sport I ever played. Yes, at Uport I did.
How was your football experience?
Football was awesome, man.
It was awesome.
Friday nights, man.
Right.
Awesome.
And I played with you, of course. He was my little brother then. And so was you?
Nah, what was that like?
What? Oh, it was
when y'all played together.
Hey, man. I had to put him in the dirt a couple times, man.
Man.
Had to put that boy in the dirt. You feel me?
Is it true?
Oh yeah, man. You play for Wilson County. Everybody. You play in that era. That was a famous practice hit, man. Boy, they say the ball shot out the damn sky.
Man, you guys actually made it to the national championship.
Yes,
right?
man. We got, man.
Tell me what that was like.
Like I said, it was awesome, man. It was a great experience coming up in this town as a hero, man. The journey there is already great. And to have the full support of your community behind you, and man, it's like we was taking them to war.
Right.
So, man, we got there, we showed up, and we showed out, and man, they just showed up a little bit better.
You remember who you played?
We played Bassfield.
Bassfield. They always had a good team, though.
That Delta boys.
Them boys always went to the championship. But I know growing up in Eupora, man, the culture of Eupora is football. When I tell you, man, that program, everybody in town is just super supportive of you when you play football. Almost like the town runs out football, for real. So making it to the national championship, you felt like a hero.
Felt like a hero.
Right.
Not to mention coming off of my military, I just got back from basic training my junior and senior year.
When did you sign up for the military?
I signed up at 17, had to get a waiver signed by my parents, and I left out that summer of my junior year, went to basic training, came back, man. Amidst the football and the journey that the teachers and the community had seen me overcome, they was like, man, this young man, you know, he about to do something great, man. So
what made you sign up for the Army? I mean, at a young age, you was probably 16 your junior year. What made you say, hey, I want to go to the Army?
Man, it wasn't a choice of, man, I'm about to go be this great, man, war veteran. I knew what needed to be done pretty much in my life. I had no direction. Man, school was, I made it through high school on pure strength and Charlene's back. She wasn't gonna let me drop out or nothing, man, but if it was my preference, I went to work early. And so
something that
I had to go to work, man. It was a direction. I knew it was gonna be good from the rest of my life, man. I knew it was a promising career. It was helpful.
You was looking at it as something that's for sure. Something that's that you know that if I sign up, I'll be well off.
I can be well off. That's right, man.
Yeah. Okay.
And you know, and then
what branch? I mean, what branch was you?
I had to join the National Guard at that time because any other, like, you know, other than anything active or solid like Army or Navy, you have to do I mean, you got to be like full time, you know what I mean?
Right.
So reserves or the Guard or the Air Force or something like that, you can split your ops up. And I had an opportunity to just sign up early and go ahead and start getting paid and working hard and learning something.
Right. Right. So.
High infantry.
Yeah. So tell me, I know you signed up for infantry, front line. Why?
Raw Truth, man. At that time, I signed up for infantry because the infantry wanted the heart of the Army. So that entails all the things that you think of when you think of the Army.
Right.
So, and I've always wanted to, you know, try myself out, man, you know, push myself to the limit. So I like that aspect of it. I also signed up for the greatest life insurance policy. And
why do you think that was?
And man, I didn't know how, growing up, you know, you hear Army, you hear, oh, you gonna go to war, you gonna go fight, man. You gonna go do that, man. Blind to what the Army truly is. I was like, man, if I just get the highest life insurance policy, sign up for a job where you getting shot at, hey, if nothing else, everybody gonna be straight, man.
Right. So
Why are
so
you
you
willing to throw yourself out there like that?
I don't know. I guess I always grew up with a feeling that I was supposed to be everybody's big brother. I felt like I was always your big brother. I felt like I was the parent. I felt like I was, man, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I felt like I
felt like you had
to
to
wait.
protect it felt like everybody depended on you.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I felt like
you wanted everybody to depend on you.
I probably would. I probably more so wanted everybody to depend on me than they was depending on me.
Did you graduate high school?
I did graduate high school in 2014.
2014. Any college experience? Or?
No college experience, man. I attempted college last year, get back into it, and schooling just ain't me, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
Ain't
you
nothing
know,
wrong with that.
but ain't nothing. But you know, and what we do encourage is kids at least try it. You know, at least try it and find out that it's not for you.
They got other programs. They got work. They
Exactly.
got job. You know, training programs.
Trades
schools.
are a great thing for real. Yeah. So tell me, did you? What was your rank in the Army, or what did you ever?
I made it to specialist in the Army. I was in line for BLC, which would be basically a course, would be the next step into becoming sergeant.
Right.
And before I could make it there, I had a tragic accident, leaving me paralyzed.
Wow. So how were you paralyzed? Tell me what happened.
I was paralyzed in a car wreck. And like I said, I was National Guard, so this is post-high school. I'm working, I'm trying to maintain my life, trying to build me a house, a homestead, and I'm working plenty hours, man. And
were you alone, or were you?
I was married at the time. Well, not married. I was engaged, I guess you could say.
Okay.
And I came home I was out of town for a while. I came home and took up a shift right uptown, Newport. And I was working, roughly 84 hours them weeks, man. 12-hour shifts, 7 days a week, man. And I came home and I was getting off late that evening. Man, I had a car wreck. I fell asleep at the wheel. And man, I wasn't texting, wasn't drunk, man, wasn't high. Just pure worn out.
You're worn out.
I had a wreck, and it was pretty ugly on impact. Ejected me from the back window.
Did you hit somebody, or what you hit?
I was alone in the vehicle, thank God, and I veered off the road and hit a tree, so no one else was hurt in the wreck or nothing like that.
Wow. Describe it. Describe your experience of that wreck.
Right.
In detail, in much detail as you can recall.
Man, after a while, I came to a lot more of what truly could have happened. But I remember I laid back in my seat. I drove my seat pretty far back, so I was pretty comfortable. Phone was still in my pocket, man. And I was just thinking, man, I'm almost home. And in that split second, my eyes dozed off. And I remember coming to. It was raining. And I came to and I was staring at the center of my car was facing a tree. I was still on the road. But off reaction, I jerked the car to the left. And I crashed into this tree on the passenger door side because the car slid. And it spun around that tree, ejecting me out the back glass to where my neck hit the back glass and broke it out. And it slipped the vertebrae out the back. And that was the only injuries I sustained that day, other than minor cuts and stuff. And
so when you came to, did you realize that you was paralyzed?
I didn't. Not even laying on the ground did I realize that I was paralyzed. I thought I was in shock or hurt. Never did it occur to me that I was paralyzed. And I stayed awake for a trip to Jackson, ambulance ride to Jackson.
So before we get to that, who called 911 or who found you, or did you call 911, or how did the ambulance get there?
I crashed across the street from a fellow named Edward Givens' house. And man, God rest his soul, he is deceased now. And he heard the crash outside his house. I imagine it was loud. He came running across there, man. He sat with me and he held me like I was one of his kids, man. Held my head up out the ants as they were biting me up. And he sat there, he called the ambulance for me, man. He recommended not to move me. He kept me calm with the ambulance, kept me awake. And well, he been a good friend ever since.
Wow.
Until his passing.
Okay.
What's your next memory? After you came to, Edward was there holding you, making sure you was all right, holding your head out the ants. Then what?
I remember my ambulance trip to the hospital. Upon arriving to the hospital, I don't remember what happened next. My next memory, I was waking up. I believe I was on anesthetics. And they was telling me not to move because they had my head weighted down and they were about to do surgery on my neck. They was like, don't move. Don't stop moving. Stop moving. And then I remember waking up again in the hospital room, paralyzed.
Describe the moment when you got the news.
Man, I don't remember feeling any kind of way. I think I knew more of what I had just been through, and just to be able to wake up and still be alive, I was like, man, I figured anything to fix, but upon the breaking news of Frankie paralyzed, I was just like, man.
So I know they told you, but you felt it. Did you realize it mentally?
I did not realize. It didn't even seem real. It seemed like, because I was in so much pain, everything was swollen, that I didn't even know that my extremities wasn't working. Until they told me, until the news was broke to me verbally, I guess I don't know. I just don't remember knowing that I was paralyzed.
What is your exact injury?
C8T1 vertebrae. The vertebrae between C8 T1, it slipped out.
What does that mean? What does that mean for your mobility?
It means that it's an incomplete injury. So the spinal cord is a string run through vertebrae. So even though that vertebrae slipped out, it only crushed my spinal cord, which is, coming from your nervous system.
So it didn't snap it or break it?
It didn't snap it or break it. So they call that an incomplete injury.
So what do you have control of?
I have control over chest up.
Wow. You do a lot.
Wasn't your ex-wife, wasn't she pregnant at the time?
She was. I was right smack dab at the end of having my son.
Yeah, she's like 8, 9 months.
8 to 9 months.
Wow.
And
did that go through your mind at any time?
That's all I could think about was, man, what's gonna happen next, man? After that, man, after reality struck and news was broke and all the smoke cleared, all I could think about was, man, how is my life gonna be as a father in a wheelchair? And it came just as natural as anything else, man.
Yeah. So, was this your worst fear?
This was by far my worst fear. Something that I literally contemplated, thinking like, man, I would hate to end up paralyzed, man.
That's something you've actually juggled the thought of being paralyzed and realized that's like my worst fear.
Yes, man. And
it actually happened.
That was bad, man. It probably wasn't a thing more in this world that I was scared of than ending up in this situation.
Man. I mean, that's
why.
Wow.
I was an athlete. I was in tune. I was in control of me, man. I was
dancer.
I was a dancer. I was, Lord,
Had stamina.
I had stamina,
days.
man.
You can outwork anybody.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Army guy.
I told you earlier, man. I wasn't for school, wasn't for me, man. So I had done based my next 70 years off of this old back.
Right. Right. That old back, man.
So when I got that news, it was like, man, what am I gonna do from here?
So how old were you when it happened?
Oh,
I would have been 22.
22. Oh, wow, young man. How long did it take you to recover?
They got me up out of that hospital in roughly 6 months.
6 months. So the baby was born.
Excuse me. Let me rephrase that.
Okay.
So it was 6 weeks.
6 weeks. Wow.
Damn.
That's pretty fast.
Yes. Yes. I made it to my rehabilitation hospital. And from there, I was out in 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
Wow.
Had my accident on June 30th, and my son was born August 9th.
Dang, that's not a lot of time. So you think your past decisions and you being in the Army and playing football, you think that helped you with your recovery?
I think it made a great impact on my recovery.
And being young?
Young.
I'm sure it made an impact. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I'm sure it made an impact on the way you were injured, how you didn't just crumble. I'm going to insert a picture of the car. What were you driving?
I was driving a 2001 Mercury Grand Marquis.
It's crushed.
Yeah, it looks bad.
It's crushed. There's no way a human could possibly be in that car.
So, how hard is it to raise a child being paralyzed? Like, really, you take your time and think about that. Like,
it's gonna be more of a mental struggle than anything, man. Because I mean, everything that you do now is different, man. One, everything. I walk with my hands. I eat with my hands. I change for with my hands. I pick him up and I walk him to the fridge with my hands. I make his bottle in one hand. I push with this other hand, and I'm holding him with another hand. And sometimes I don't even know how many times I got that many arms. And it was rough, man. It was different.
Did you have any negative self-talk?
Yes, man. You know, I never felt like I'd be adequate to other fathers, or I felt like as Junior grew up, he would watch other kids play with their dads and expect the same from me, man. Though he got the same energy or even more, I felt like it was gonna be still a battle because I just couldn't walk.
So you expected him to want that he see other kids have.
Right.
So what was the reality of that? Do he want that, or do he look at you any different?
My son doesn't look at me any different, man. I think he grasped something real early, man. It was like he almost knew, like, if you're born without a nose, you won't miss it, man. You know, he was like, man, but even from sitting in my lap as a kid, man, a tiny baby, it's like he knew to sit still, perfectly still. Daddy ain't got no hands on me. We rolling. He wouldn't move. He's never fell out my lap, man. Not unless me and him both came out the chair. But as far as him, he's like, he just knew what to do, knew how to interact with me. And I don't know. It was beautiful, man. It was a blessing.
So what motivates you to keep going?
Family, man. Family, and just a drive knowing that I'm not done. I'm well on my journey to a lot of things that I want to accomplish, both physically and mentally, man. I'm trying to be a better person, man. I'm trying to find out who I am. I want to be there for my son, my wife, my brother and sister. I just want to be the best version of me before it's all over with.
Right. So you realized and learned that there's life outside of being paralyzed.
Definitely.
You still have to live your life.
Still got to
Because
live your life.
you still breathing. You still have to live your life, man.
Amidst everything else, man.
It may be a little tougher, but a lot of times, man, when stuff is tough, man, it builds character. You know, and you never know who you motivate to keep going. You know,
I hear it a lot, man. You know, I don't even know I'm making that much of an impact on somebody, but it's still people out here make an impact on me. Somebody's always in a worse position, man. And I see them, and I'm like, in my mind, I think, man, they might be in a worse position than me, and they might think they in a better position than me.
right.
You know, but either way, as long as the motivation is paying it forward, you ain't gotta wait nobody's struggle. You know,
Exactly.
You just learn from it and do better, and just keep pushing yourself.
So, I heard they got a memorial down at the football field of you.
Yes, man.
Tell me about that. What is that memorial?
Tommy Gladney, man. When I got out of the hospital, he got with my coaches and the Poor Eagles football, and he was like, "Hey, man, this guy Frank is a great guy, man. One of our warriors, man, from back in the day." And I think it'd be uplifting, or you know, it would keep that fight alive in me, man. Just seeing something like that, I believe. And without me knowing, man, he put a statue up there, an eagle statue and placard for me with beautiful words on it, man. And it truly did keep me going. It was like, man, it was a appreciation from this community, from my school, it was just showing me that I was actually a young man that I set out to be, man. I definitely made the impact that I set out to make. And they showed me that. And it's something that I'm very proud of, man. I hope my son's there, see it one day, and come out them same doors that I came out of. This time his dad's name is gonna be there. So hopefully he has that much more motivation.
So it wasn't, do you think it was just to motivate you, or you think it was, he knew your story and that could motivate a lot of other people?
From the words he put on it, man, I'm sure he thinks that it would motivate others too. It lets him know a fella, God, the other fella next to me, it's another war veteran. He's deceased now. And the community thought very highly of him. So for them to choose me and such a great guy like Hank, man, hey.
So you honored to have that?
I'm honored to be there next to him and still living to see it.
Right. Do you think you ever walk again?
I don't. If people want me to be honest, I don't think. I hear it all the time, man. Don't lose faith, man. Don't. I'm not giving up faith, man. I'm not giving up hope. But do I sit here and think, yeah, I'm gonna walk tomorrow? No. I'm proud of who I am. I know I'm in this chair, and I am ready to live however many more years I got right here in this chair. I try not to I don't even think about it no more. I just wake up and go with the flow. If I wake up one day and my toes wiggling, I'm probably just gonna walk and do the same thing I was doing, I had planned that day. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
And I'm gonna be like, I'm walking. So, but man,
Man, I heard you was a coach for the Little League Webster County Bulldogs.
Yes, man. Proud of the Webster County
Tell me
Bulldogs.
a little about that.
That is a great experience, man, working with kids. I'm very, man, big into kids and developing youth to be who they are, man, and just to instill some type of same discipline that was instilled in me growing up. It's a great feeling, man. And watching them young men work hard, man, give it they all, I don't know, man. It's a truly satisfying feeling, man.
Right. Plus, your son is out there playing football as well.
No doubt, man.
Yeah.
To see my son doing it is definitely a beautiful thing, man. On the
Right.
same journey, man.
Right.
With more support this time, man. Support that I don't feel like I was given. I know he's got it, man. That's what, you know, changing generations, man. You know,
Right. Breaking those curses.
breaking the curses, man.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Earlier, we was talking about your son not missing anything by you not having the ability to walk. So not only are you benefiting him still despite that, but you're also benefiting a whole bunch of other children that come to you and call you coach. And I see you, they push you around the field and they ask you for help with their helmets and they be like,
Right.
yes, sir, coach. It's just the cutest thing. You know, insert a picture of the little bulldogs in here too.
Man, them kids are awesome. And I feel like not only am I learning with them, that they definitely learning with me too, in a way of not everybody has a paralyzed football coach.
No.
You know what I mean?
Man.
So when you see them young men already on the field pushing me across the field, they don't know that it's not normal for them to think, oh, just because he's in a wheelchair, he's tired. They take it upon themselves to say, let me help coach, man, because this looks like it's hard, man. Type of young man that's gonna grow up and walk old ladies across the street. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So it's like, hey, y'all young men, y'all paying attention. They paying attention to a lot more of what's important than what we think they are.
All right, and last, man, you got anything, any motivational words to people that are paralyzed,
Or just anybody.
or anybody, the youngins? Any motivational words you can give them?
Man, the best thing I can tell y'all is it's always somebody worse off, man. If you just remember that, man, you can wake up, you ain't got no money, you wake up paralyzed, wake up, however you wake up with that trouble in your heart. But if you just realize, man, there's somebody out there that's probably going through some stuff that you in your mind couldn't deal with, it's happening. It's real. So you take that and you thank God for that trouble that you're going through. You thank God that you don't have the money to pay that bill that day. And you stay humble and you fight and you work hard, because if you make it good, God will make it great. It's a driving force. Anything you lacking is a driving force to get you to be a better version of you.
Facts. And it builds character, man. And the struggle is always gonna build character. It makes you who you are. You were chosen to go through that. You're the only one I know that went through that. You know what I mean? And you motivate me to keep going. In my book, you've mastered it. I know you still have a way to go, and but to me, you motivation. And to your sister, I know you motivation. You conquered your worst fear, man. And you on the other side of it.
I tell you what, Jay Wood, I ain't got no worst fear no more.
Exactly. Ain't nothing you can't do.
I ain't scared of nothing, man, but fear itself.
Hey, y'all heard it. I got my brother, Frank Elam. This was Spittin Raw Truth podcast. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. But most important, digest this. Real talk. We out.